we see agony, the fight begins. Steel is all fire within. Every jab, every hook, every thunderous blow dances with destiny, a relentless flow.
Thanks for tuning in. See Andy back with another video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. On deck, big week in the boxing. We had Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, which I'll get back to. But coming up, a few weeks away, Tank Davis, Frank Martin coming up. Big showdown. You know, this is going to be, I consider this to be a real tough fight for Tank. I think it's going to take him some time to size up Frank. Frank, southpaw. I'm not going to say not the best head movement, but he's a real good, solid boxer. Somebody that Tank's, I think he's, they sparred a couple, not sure how many times, but sparred a couple times. Tank felt like Tank felt like he felt Frank's power, but nothing out of the ordinary. And Tank claims that he did put some power on Frank, and he was actually holding back. So I think that's gonna be a real good fight. And if Tank could come out and with an impressive win, I would say unanimous decision or probably a stoppage. I think he's calling for he said if things go the way he planned, it'd be a 5th or 6th round stoppage, which I'm starting to feel like I could see that happening too. Watching the 2 days ago, watching his new training footage with the 20-pound weight vest on. Just the speed right now. His speed is seem like don't know what to say about it. I didn't think that Tank could increase his speed, but I think his counterpunching is going to be right on point. I don't think that Frank is going to be able to just sit there and pop shot. We've all saw Frank hurt to the body before, which I'm sure Tank is already ready for, and I think he hurt him to the body before, also in the sparring. But still in all, I think that Tank first, second, third round probably be sizing him up, trying to just get down the time and the speed. But after that, I think it'll be, I'm not gonna say a cakewalk, but I think it'll be a very impressive win for Tank. Then we'll get on to see what happens. Who else is gonna step up at that 140? See who else is gonna step up, and I don't know what else to say about that fight. I just think it'll be an easy fight, no matter how much I try to make Frank seem. I just think that Tank definitely held back in the sparring. I think he'll be able to pick him apart, especially being I think under the big lights. This is where this is where he's ready to shine. He's been there before. He's had the big fights. I think that Frank Martin, this will be his sort of his coming out party to like the big fights, and I think that he might get caught up a little bit and not be as ready, might not be as sharp, and might not be as sharp. But Tank's looking extra sharp right now, extra crisp, and the training with the 20-pound weight vest, I think is to still be able to hold that speed. I think that he'll be able to pretty much have his way offensively. And one big thing that I did notice, Frank never gets his head off the line, so sometimes, you got to take a punch to land a punch. I think that it'll be a clear, I'm going to say knockout Tank inside of 6 rounds. I'm going to leave it right there. On to the weekend. Big fight, exciting, Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury. That was a real good fight. Can't wait for the rematch. I got to say, first couple rounds, 1 through 6, I thought Fury dominated. I thought he had his way. I thought he had the perfect timing with the jab. I thought, he just, the timing, the speed, everything. But that one small, I consider it to be a lapse in defense. Getting at a really close range with Alexander Usyk and having that right hand down, he was easy to find a home for the left hand. And after that, I would say, some people say that the ref kind of held Fury up. I would say I could see both sides of it. I see letting the fighter work through it like Fury did, and I could kind of see, I've seen some times where a ref would step in, stop the fight for a lot less. But still in all, great night round by Usyk. At the end of the fight, I still thought that it would probably be, it was a split decision. I thought it would have probably been a draw. It was, a round is a round. Fury got dominated that round, still came back, still did well in the 10th and 11th round. So I still think that it was more like You know what? Gotta leave it where it is. Could see it either way. It could have been a split decision, Fury or Usyk. So you can't really. The judges did their best. Left it. I think it's the best thing. I think it'll be a better build up for October. Fury really under the gun, under pressure. Right now, Alexander Usyk taking it to AJ twice, taking it to Fury. So right now, hands down, Alexander Usyk is the man. But I feel like in the rematch, we'll probably see just a more aggressive, more hungry Fury. I think that he'll be able to I think he'll be a little bit more wary on the defensive side. Fury, I consider to be somebody with real good defense, real slippery, but getting caught in all those slippery movements sometimes with the hands down, sort of like the half shoulder roll, the half feint, getting caught like that. So I think he'll tighten it up, and I think that'll be a real good fight for October. So as of right now, I'm rocking with Fury. I think that Fury will be able to come back and I'm not gonna say dominate Usyk, but be able to hold Usyk to where he needs to be and probably be able to get a. Well, something I read this morning. He said he was so. This is something to show you the turmoil in Fury's corner, because he said that he was being told by somebody that he was winning the fight, and if he didn't think that he was winning the fight, if he didn't think that he was winning, he probably would have stepped on the gas and went for the knockout. So then you look to the corner, you can see Sugar Hill being screamed over. So seemed like when you look over to Alexander Usyk in the corner was real calm, laid back, kind of serene. So I think Fury, that's something he got to work out. Like, who's going to be the man in your corner, and who's going to be able to tell you those times. Like Tank, sometimes he has Floyd come right up. Hey, you're down in the 10th round, you're ahead. Fury needs, I think, good direction. And I already say that John probably should just step aside for a while. Let Sugar Hill do his thing. Crunk Jim has, I consider, who be the people to kind of improve Fury's offense a little bit. I would just say just let Sugar Hill do his thing and lead in the corner. Then you wouldn't have that discrepancy with Fury going in thinking that he's actually winning when you're losing, when you're saying you're holding back and you could have got the knockout. So we'll leave it right there and talk a little bit more about it in October. We all know Alexander Usyk and the turmoil right now with the IBF title. So we'll have to see where this is going. It'll make the rematch. It won't be for undisputed, but we'll have to see where this goes. The belt will probably go into. I'm not sure, but I'm sure Daniel Dubois, somebody out there. But I wish they would have left that alone. That way it would have been a much better rematch. It would have been a rematch for the undisputed rather than what it is. But hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. Frank Martin, Tank Davis, knockout, early, late. And let me know what you think about the Fury rematch. And if you think that Fury maybe should check into maybe switching his corners, maybe getting somebody who's a little bit more dominant, a little bit more older, somebody who can take the reins and give you the leadership. But hit the like button, share, subscribe. Peace.
Boxing with Anthony, the fight begins. Steel is all fire within. Every jab, every hook, every thunderous blow.